Hi, Jeffrey Langlois, Langlois Vital Nutrition Center here in Brookfield, Wisconsin. Okay, remember your health's your responsibility. So here is the awesome cookbook. You've probably seen this. I've mentioned this in other videos. Really, if you want to be healthy, I suggest you get a copy of this and you just beat the heck out of it. My pages are dirty and torn, and there's notes and there's all kinds of things. So right now we're going to make the basic chicken stock, basic meat stock right here. All right, now page 10. I don't always follow the recipe exactly, but what I like using is an entire chicken. So I already put the whole chicken in there. Ta-da! Where's the camera? There we go. There's the camera. Okay. The whole chicken's in there. Put the breast of the chicken down on the bottom and the back of the chicken on the top. Okay. Carrots, celery, onion, salt and pepper. The recipe calls for peppercorns. I don't like peppercorns because then I have these big chunks later. So I just grind the pepper. In fact, little sidebar on pepper, you should always get whole peppercorns because I guess pepper gets moldy pretty easy. And I always like a bay leaf in there. So make sure you put a bay leaf in there. 2 bay leaves, what the heck. That was a small, first one was kind of small. Okay, and then we're gonna cover it. I have some chicken stock from the last chicken that I froze in water. And then we're gonna cook it. I usually cook it for 90 minutes in my Instapot. Okay, so Instapot. It's gonna go on. I'm gonna use the soup broth setting. 90 minutes. Okay, and I'll check back with you when it's done. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure I cover it with broth and water. You're gonna get broth anyway. You could just use water if you don't have broth. You've got enough, celery and carrots and onions. It'll have good flavor. But I have some broth that I thawed out, so it'll just be a little more jello-y, hopefully. All right. Which is what you want, that good collagen to heal your intestines, okay? All right, we'll see you when this is done. Hi, all right, here we are. This Instapot, the chicken is cooked now, organic, pasture-raised. I know a lot of times you hear me say I don't eat a lot of chicken, and I don't. But, I can't just eat beef all the time. So, and this makes great, like, shredded chicken you can use. I use it in like an almond flour wrap that I love. And so the Instapot, now my favorite thing to do is just to let it run down on its own. But it's getting late, so you can actually just turn that valve. And if you want to, what you can do is just cover it. Right there, a lot of steam coming out. You just put a nice towel over it. So if you're worried about like your ceiling and stuff, just depends. It's a lot. It's already had maybe 20 minutes to cool off. So put a towel over that, and I'll be right with you in a moment here. All right, there we go. Finally got all the steam out of there. Now here's an awesome little trick. Makes cooking chickens a whole lot easier, especially the cleanup. Usually I'd like a little more time for this to cool off, but you can lift up from the bottom. Remember, the breast is on the bottom. And we're going to leave the back on the top. That's where all the pesky little bones are. And that way, we can lift all the bones out when this cools off very easily. All those little rib bones are still intact, and that's what makes cleaning a chicken kind of a hassle. So it's really hot. Probably want to let it cool a little bit, but you can see here, there's a whole little rib bones there, just poof, lifted it right out. So that's an awesome little trick. If you want to clean a little bit of all that little meat off of there, that's fine. But here's another just huge rib bone. So you leave that right on the back there, and you can lift out some of these big bones right off the back so you don't have them in your broth. Okay, and then we're going to let it cool. Now I have a full pot of broth here. Awesome chicken broth. It's going to be a lot of gelatin in there. It's going to gel up. It should gel up. We'll check tomorrow after it's cold. And then the chicken here, I'm going to clean up and have shredded chicken. You can make taco meat with it if you want. I'm just pulling out the bones here because they're sitting right on top. Okay, chicken tacos, whatever you're in the mood for, shredded chicken and a roll up with some avocado, guacamole, something like that is really good. A little mustard. So you can have you got a shredded chicken here. All right, awesome. There you go.